Hello friends, how are you? Here now we are starting with the pharmacotherapy of shock. The learning objectives. After completion of these sessions, the learners will be able to define a shock, describe the pathophysiology of a shock, predict the different stages of a shock, and explain the pharmacotherapy of a shock. Now, shock here means a cardiovascular shock we are dealing with. Now, what is a shock? Shock, it is nothing but a condition in which the cardiovascular system failed to perfuse the tissue adequately. Now, in this, the heart failed to work as a pump. The consequences for this might be anything like arrhythmia or congestive heart failure, or anything. Ultimately, the disaster is that cardiovascular system fails to perfuse the tissue. The heart fails to work as an effective pump, and there is a compromise in the blood flow to the tissue, which is ultimately leading to the cellular hypoxia, impaired cellular metabolism, tissue damage and organ damage, and ultimately it is leading to the death. Now, what is the pathophysiological consequences? Due to this shock, what happens is that cells switch from the aerobic to anaerobic metabolism. When whatever the metabolic processes which are taking place in the cell, they are switched from aerobic to anaerobic. And due to this anaerobic metabolism, there is a deposition or there is a production of a lactic acid, and this lactic acid start deposition inside the cell. So due to that, the cell function ceases and it swells. The membrane of the cell membrane become more permeable, and there is a leakage of the electrolytes and fluid from the cell. So for the effective electrophysiological processes, the sodium and potassium pump should work effectively, and they are impaired. So therefore cell function has been damaged over there. There is a damage to the mitochondria, and ultimately there is a cell death. This has happened to the cell. Now what happens to the overall the body in compensation? So in compensation there is an increase in sympathetic tone, heart rate is increased, contractility, vascular contractions, and preload is also increased. So in compensation to the deficiency of oxygen, these are the compensatory mechanisms which are played. Decrease in preload, release of renin is increasing, RAA pathway, renin angiotensin pathway has been accelerated over there. There is a release of aldosterone, sodium water retention is there, and due to that the accumulation of fluid is there, and due to that there is an edema. ADH also, antidiuretic hormones is also released, and stimulation of osmoreceptor and vasopressor. So there is a release of ACTH, increased blood sugar level as a metabolic need. So ultimately, if you look towards this sign and symptom, there is just like a declaration of emergency inside our body, and in compensate, these are the compensatory mechanism which are taken place. Okay, in order to cope up with that emergency situations, these are the measures which are taken by the body. As far as the stages of shock are concerned, there are four stages. Initial stage, under perfused tissue starts the anaerobic metabolism, and there is a starting of the building of the lactic acid. The lactic acid start accumulating inside the body, and into that initial stages there is a compensatory stage. The second stage begins, that is compensatory stage. So in order to compensate the initial stage, the adrenergic activation takes place, and there is an attempt to the compensatory mechanism for that. And that compensatory stage progressively continue to progress, and there is a failure of the compensatory mechanism. The compensatory mechanism becomes more and more progressive, and it fails to cope up with that. There is a profound vasoconstriction, ischemia, that is ischemia is damage to the heart, lactic acid buildings, and due to the excessive lactic acid, the person will go into the metabolic acidosis. And all this progression of this mechanism will lead to the irreversible stage, that is the irreversible damage to the cell occurs, that is cellular necrosis will take place, multiple organ dysfunctioning will take place due to this, and ultimately this is leading to the death of the cells, death of the tissue, and death of the person that can be taken place. So these are the stage. Initially there is an anaerobic metabolism, which is leading to the lactic acid building, and in compensation, activation of adrenergic system that becomes worst, and failing of that compensatory mechanism, and serious actions will be taken, and then which is leading to the irreversible damage to the tissues. Now, as far as the pharmacotherapy to these is concerned, these are some symptomatics and asymptomatics pharmacotherapies. Here we are not discussing in detail the drugs which are used in that. What are the strategies only we will study over here. The detailed drugs and all these things you will deal with of your own. So first of all, the very first strategy which is done is that airway and breathing assistance. Whatsoever the oxygen carrying capacity and all these are reduced. So by giving the airway assistance and breathing assistance, it will be compensated. Stoppage of hemorrhage, if there is a leakage of the blood, fluid from the cells and tissues and hemorrhage, that will be stopped by giving certain agent. Rapid bolus fluid and IV perfusions will be given to the fluid compensation. So intravenous fluids will be given. The cardiovascular system is treated for protection of the ischemia. If there is an ischemia, that can be protected by giving a proper treatment to the cardiovascular system. Improved perfusion, the perfusion of the tissues will be improved. Heart pump is optimized as a function. Its function will be optimized by giving certain agents so that heart will work as an effective pump. The vasodilators will be given and beta blockers will be given. So pulmonary assistance, mechanical ventilations, these are some strategies which are used for the treatment for that. Now there is an anaphylactic type of reaction sometime happens, and this treatment of anaphylactic reactions or responses will be done if it is available. And many times if needed, even the surgeries are also recommended if the damages are reversible, and if they requires the surgical interventions, then surgery is also preferred over there. So these are the pharmacotherapy in the treatment of the shock. So this is what all about the pharmacotherapy. If you want any kind of assistance or any detailed